Well, hello everyone, it's been a long time. Yeah, just been busy, haven't been that much happening in the garden. It's been winter, it's been a very cold and wet winter in Perth. So just thought I'd do a quick spring update. Looks like we're a couple of weeks into spring now. A 4 mandarin. This thing really loaded up this year. I think about 130 fruit off it. Probably too many. I didn't thin it out, so now it's not flowering heavily. It's also, you can see a few flowers there. I think I've counted about 10, 15 tops. I've given it a good feed, but I don't think it's going to flower too heavily. So, lesson learnt, I need to thin my fruit out because yeah, that was way too many mandarins. We eat them, but not that heavily, and I end up giving half of them away. So definitely thin it out next year so I get consistent crops. Eureka lemon, covered in flowers. So you're dropping blooms everywhere, or petals. So yeah, that should be loaded with lemons. Orange is actually flowering. This orange has been a bit of a slow grower. I think it's midnight seedless. Probably not the best variety to pick, but I don't know, just grabbed it at the time. But hopefully it holds a few fruit, and it's getting a bit taller now, so it should start, as you can see, starting to get into the sunshine, because it always gets devoid of a lot of sun there. But now that it's getting taller, hopefully it'll grow a bit faster. Grimachama, flushing out lots of growth. Still bits and pieces coming out funky, as I've probably mentioned in other videos. No idea what it is on this one, but I've got other seedlings growing to back it up. If for whatever reason it doesn't fruit, it can be replaced. But yeah, growing steadily, so that's good. Russell Sweet seedling, pulled through winter. All right there, didn't cover it, but yeah, it's kind of slow growing in this weather. Perth's climate's probably a touch cold for it, but we'll see what happens. It is pretty close to the fence there, but they grow pretty well to like a Spalia, I guess. Most of the Garcinias do. I don't expect it to get huge. Yellow Jabo is flowered pretty heavily. Haven't seen any fruit set yet. You can see all the remnants of the flowers there. There's quite a few on there. Saying that, I didn't see any fruit last time until they were on there, and they were about a pea size, so I'm hoping the same sort of thing happens again. But plenty of new growth coming out. It's all looking reasonably healthy. The older leaves are still showing a bit of deficiency, but the new growth's coming out well. I've just recently fed it, so we'll see what happens. Here's the yellow De Cruz variety. It's just flushing out some new growth. You can see it all starting to pop out on the stem there. Started cutting the tree or the plant back behind it there. It's sort of overshadowing it a bit. I'm trying to get a little bit more light in. Excuse the garden, it's a bit messy. Don't come out and do too much in winter, but I started doing the spring cleanup. Cherry of the Rio Grande. And look at this thing. Stunning plant. Grows so well. Always looks nice. This is, was sold to me as the orange variety, orange or yellow. I think they sort of cross the names over. I think there is an apricot variety, but this certainly isn't that one. But there is a possibility of it reverting back to its usual, I think they're red. So I acquired another one. Thought, why not? Get 2 of them going. Might put one in the ground, but I'll probably wait, fruit it in the pot to see what colour fruit it is. But yeah, either way, I might put it in the ground because it is a beautiful tree or bush. Right, here is my Regina. I believe these are a Patanga, I think, from memory. But anyway, that is flushing nice new growth. Doing pretty well. I just put it up into a bigger pot recently after copping a bit of flack from a fellow grower for keeping it in such a small pot. Right, now this one, jackfruit. This is the durian variety. I believe the original scions came from Taiwan and then went to Vietnam, and someone bred it, or cultivated it, crossing it, but it's meant to have a similar texture to a durian and remnants of the flavour. But we'll see, but it's gone through winter, the best out of all my jackfruits. So I'm hoping it's a candidate to go on the ground. I'm not sure if we'll do it this spring or up pot it, but I think they have a pretty big taproot, so it might go on the ground. Alright, this is one of my seedlings of my yellow jaboticaba from when it fruited the other year. That's the biggest one. I think I've got 2 or 3 others, but they vary in size from like one still only like an inch or 2 tall, and then everywhere in between, and this one's the biggest. So, but yeah, happy I could propagate a few from the seeds. What's this one? Oh, this is Eugenia anthropophaga from the seeds I got a while back. This one is by far the biggest or the healthiest looking, and it's bushing out nicely. White Patanga, again from, I actually got this one as a seedling, yes, from someone who fruited one locally. So yeah, that's looking reasonably healthy, just flushed some new growth. Now onto my Jabo seedlings. I really struggle to keep these guys really healthy looking. They don't die, they just always get brown leaf tips. So we've got the Z4, ESALQ and Costada. You can see new growth coming out, which is all good and healthy, but they always seem to get these brown leaf tips in the end. I've spoken to a few gurus and the conclusion is I'm either overwatering or underwatering. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and nut that out, which one it is, because my mix is pretty consistent with what other people are using, soil-wise. I don't fertilise heavily, so it's not fertiliser burn, so yeah. But they're still growing, so that's the main thing. There's my AXP, that's probably the biggest one. Again, flushing a bit of new growth, doing pretty well. Just given a feed, so they should hopefully push out some new growth. I think this one is a scarlet, is it? Yep, scarlet. Again, the leaf tips browning off, but new growth's coming out fine. These bigger 3 have all been out in the rain all winter, so it's all rainwater on these. All my other ones are rainwater as well, so it's not tap water either. And this is a red hybrid. As you can see, new growth coming out pretty fine. Possibly needs a decent feed, but well, I just fed them, so hopefully they green up a bit better. And my Patanga over here, flushed really well. It's probably getting a bit too bushy out forward there, but it doesn't get a lot of sun from above. It's actually flowering. Had 3 or 4 flowers on it last summer, but there's probably about 20 or 30 on there now, so hopefully might set its first fruit. Hopefully it's a decent tasting one, because I know there can be variability in seedlings. Alright, a few more plants down the pool area. That's the size of that artichoke. Didn't realise they got so big. I just wedged it in the corner there. You know, hopefully it produces a few. But anyway, rainforest plum. I think that's Eugenia candelora or candelina, something like that. Rainforest plum's a common name. That's doing all right. A little bit of damage from over winter. That seems reasonably healthy. Looks like it's about to shoot some new growth out from there. What else we got? Eugenia sulcata. Have a look at this. Flowers. Not bad at that size. I didn't realise it even had flowers on it until I pulled it out earlier today. So that's sort of what prompted me to do a video. So I'm pretty excited about that one. It's the Lacuma seedling I've got. It's branched out nicely, that one. Yeah, it's doing all right. I do have a taller one, but it's a single stem. This one's a little bushy one. In the red pot, that's my Luke's Garcinia. That's doing really well. That's a clay spray from in summer. It's still on it. It's been under the little makeshift greenhouse, but yeah, that's doing really well. Might go on the ground this year, I don't know. Or might keep in the pot for a bit longer. And then we have a good old Sabara jaboticaba. Doing pretty well in that pot. That one has no dramas really. Oh yeah, that's the one that the rat actually ate back to a bare stick a year or two ago. So yeah, it's come back well. So pretty happy with that. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Nothing too exciting, but just an update on what's going on in the garden. Happy gardening.